Okay, could you please tell me who you are and what you're doing here?
Well, my name is Dwight Primiano, and I'm a member of Soho Photo Gallery. And for the month of February, I'm in a show with 7 or 8 members of the gallery and 25 other photographers from the Small Works competition. And the gallery is filled with photographs no bigger than 6 inches in a singular dimension. So that's why I'm here, and that's why my work's on the walls.
The first thing I gotta say, it seems like these are more than 6 inches. Am I just getting that wrong?
4 by 5. They're 4 by 5. Actually, to be technical, they're 3.5 by 4.5. So I made it in. So.
And I thought it was the outer dimensions that we were counting. In any case,
well, there is a frame limitation, but I don't know what that is.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't put that on the internet.
Now, in looking at this work, I mean, I wanted to show everybody the very first one, the introduction, as you call it, and the series is called the Spectrum series. Please explain yourself.
Well, first of all, this is a body of work that was done on Polar Color Instant 4x5 film. So the film is gone, Polaroid is gone. So it's work that really stands on its own technically and historically with materials that have disappeared from the marketplace. So there's that aspect of it. The second aspect of it from the Spectrum series point of view is what I was trying to do was to use the visible spectrum running from basically as we move out of infrared up through the visible spectrum into ultraviolet, and the way colors emerge. If you look at a reproduction of the spectrum on a printed page, you'll see this transition of colors. So I was using that as inspiration. At the same time, I wanted to create a body of work that didn't necessarily reference something in reality. And that's why the introduction is really wordless. It's pictorial. And it, in essence, is a black square and a white square because it introduces the idea of light between pure blackness and pure white. And then the images are sequenced. There's 12 of them, which takes you through. Each one adds an additional color to the palette until it builds at the end when it begins to go blend into white light, because in essence white light is all colors. So that's the sort of technical, scientific inspiration of the work. But the undercurrent to it all is I've had a long-running love affair with American abstract painting. And this was my homage to those group of painters, without having really to worry too much about explaining that to anybody, because the Spectrum series kind of covered all the bases and all the curiosities that photographers want to know about. But the undercurrent for me personally was really a homage to abstract painting.
Okay, I love this series. I mean, now that I know what it's about, it's even more interesting, but I found it completely interesting before I knew what it was about, and especially with that introductory piece. I mean, I looked at that and it just gave me quite the chuckle.
Well, I try to keep words to a minimum, because in today's world, you go into a gallery or a museum and the first thing you're handed is a book and a catalog, and you got to read the 13 pages. So I was trying to move in the opposite direction to keep it purely visual. So hopefully I succeeded.
Thank you, Dwight.
You're welcome.
This is a beautiful series.
Thanks. Thank you.